tell us about the law that the General Assembly imposed. This, as I understand it, John, had to do with the posting of explicit photos online.
Right. Now, it didn't apply to posting just any kind of explicit photos online, but the problem they were addressing here was when people do this, they take photos that perhaps were taken by a person and their lover, and then after a breakup, let's say, they maliciously post those photos to embarrass or harm the reputation of their ex-lover or anybody else that they might want to harm in this way. What's interesting about this law is the legislature did a very good job, I think, of responding to the requirements of what you have to do in order to legitimately regulate speech. And they first of all, I think it's clear that this is a legitimate and compelling state interest. Nobody thinks this kind of thing is acceptable or should be permitted. And then they very narrowly tailored the law so that it only applies in certain circumstances. I don't know if we've got time for me to read these provisions, but here's what they said. It's a crime if the person knowingly discloses an image of another person with the intent to do either of the following: coerce, harass, intimidate, demean, humiliate, or cause financial loss to the depicted person, cause others to coerce, harass, intimidate, demean, humiliate, or cause financial loss to the depicted person, and the depicted person is identifiable from the disclosed image, the depicted person's intimate parts are exposed, or the depicted person is engaged in sexual conduct, the person discloses the image without the affirmative consent of the depicted person, and this is important, the person discloses the image under circumstances such that the person knew or should have known that the depicted person had a reasonable expectation of privacy. That's what I would consider narrowly tailoring a law, and I suspect that when, as it inevitably will happen, this makes its way through the courts, I think it'll be upheld.